Hello everyone and welcome back to the Catch World Cup 2024 Semifinals. France seed 6 versus Indonesia seed 13 in the losers bracket. I'm Ewong, joined by Quidlabo. How's your day been?
Yeah,
Don't talk about that game. Just how's your day been in general?
Look, I had a couple of good moments in that game, so that's alright. Pretty good day in general. How's it been for you?
I've done nothing all day, but here we are now. That doesn't matter because all the action begins now with these huge block of matches for the Saturday. France taking on Indonesia in one of many very important losers bracket matches to determine what happens tomorrow. But for now, here it is, the first game of the afternoon, morning, night, whatever time it is for you. Electro with an absurd roll of 7 to kick things off.
That's a little bit rough, unfortunately. But hey, you never know. We've had one tie-in roll. So what? How does that even happen?
Well, there was. Ooh.
Well, the high RNG's just gone, man.
There are 6 numbers lower than 7, and 3 is one of them. Thanks. Yeah. A bit unlucky there. Not just a bit unlucky, quite unlucky, but we'll say a bit just to make him feel better. Now with France having the option to pick or ban first after quite a lucky roll, and yep, as you said, first pick is their choice.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fair choice. So they will ban second as well, and we will see what Indonesia bans. If I'm Indonesia, I'm probably banning something of speed, as France does have strong speed players. Indonesia does have pretty good, yeah, there you go, Hard Rock 2. We don't talk about Hard Rock 2, I'm just glad that Canada didn't pick that against us.
Yeah, it is.
Fayu turned it in, made a map that, I was sitting there today and I was like, geez, with some of the spacings on these jumps, they don't look hard, but like, then you just start missing a bunch of it, and along with like the actual rhythm of the song, kind of turned it into a horror game a little bit.
And hidden to out of France, I think, very reasonable ban to be going for against Indonesia as well. So 2 very well researched bans. Now we go into the picks. A lot of maps this week, and it is first to 7, so with that extra double time and the extra mix mod, a bit more dynamic in the games. And for France, Hard Rock their best bet, and Hard Rock their pick as well.
Yes, so this is getting picked for the first time. Wasn't picked in the first match, so we'll see how the teams go on it. This one, bit harder, I'd say. Just a bit more punishing to your smaller movements. So if you're not, if you're a little bit heavy on the dash key in a couple of the wiggles, they're going to go, you're going to over dash and just miss like a ton of notes in one of them.
Yeah, definitely. This one as well, important to note, is the custom song of the week in Hard Rock, one of many. That one also featuring a special custom in the tiebreaker slot. But that out of the way, now we get into the real lineups. The real action begins soon. Hollow, Electra, and Zelifa start on the side of France. As on the side of Indonesia, Ipan, Kroneko, and waiting on a third to fill in that spot for the Indonesian side of Zvenks. Indeed, will be the one hopefully gonna pick things off after that less than ideal roll that is past them by now, I'd hope.
That's alright. The rolls aren't too mind gaming, so it should be fine. It'll be alright. Let's see. Good locks are in, so we should get started fairly soon. And I don't imagine France is going to have a super hard time pulling points. I think we might see a couple of one-sided matches here. First match being a little bit one-sided. I feel like there's a chance we might actually see that in the France-Indonesia match as well. But I think Indonesia's sure thing might be the hidden, and they might be able to even out a little bit of that no mod as well.
Yeah, and I think that mixed mod as well. Having 3 of them, none of them being banned, may change the dynamic very much so in the game. It is sided to both teams, but that is a topic we get to later. For now, we see the start of this map here. New slot. No, it is not a new slot. It is Hard Rock 3 last week France, topping the scoreboards 2.93 mil compared to Indonesia's slightly less 2.76.
Yeah, maybe they're feeling it again this week. Maybe another number 1 on the leaderboard. And Zvank's going to be the lone hidden Hard Rock player right now. I don't know if this is the best choice for this map, if I'm being honest. I feel like I wouldn't want to play hidden on this one. And first miss coming out of Zvank's.
Hopefully not the reason being the hidden. But for France, all standard here. Electro going to match that miss from Zvank. So Kronako following up. Zalefa as well, and Hollow does the whole team down for France as Indonesia pull away with that score from Epan, dragging them forward.
Look, it's a short map, but it's a long map as well. Epan going to hit these and missing on the wide double jumps. There's a lot of patterns in here that'll just mess your day up. And we are seeing it out of quite a few of these players. Electro the only real recovery right now.
Yeah, and a lot of misses here and there. Electro the only one kind of holding it up though, but that will do it to bring the score to their way as we enter the halfway point of the map. And we still see FB misses Zalefa in this slow section here, but hopefully what Electro has done is enough to keep themselves afloat just until Hollow gets that 200.
Yeah, I mean, the score is coming down a little bit, but we're about to hit another diff section, so there's probably going to be a few more misses coming out. Everyone, Hollow, Zalefa, and Zvank's the first. Epan also missed, and Kroneko's down. Everyone's down.
Yeah, it is a really harsh map, and it is showing, but France are still the ones to enter the final third with a lead that continues to grow as more and more misses are found across the board.
Yeah, it's more of these awkward streams and wiggles as well. And yeah, no one can really hold on to a ton of combo, especially here. Epan's doing pretty well to hit a lot of this, as it's very easy to just miss so many of these streams. And yeah, it's just gonna be that, I think it's just case a third player from Indonesia versus France, whereas, you know, 1/3 did a rather high score on the France side, 880k. The third on Indonesia side was a bit lower at only 614k, and I think that did make quite a bit of difference there, as you can sort of see it in the scoreline a little bit.
Yeah, it is quite obvious, and I mean, for a mod that France has been relying on so much for this whole tournament, they're bound to pick it, and especially against Indonesia, who haven't had the greatest of times on their Hard Rocks in these past few games, but probably explains why they banned Hard Rock 2, only 2 left, and now Indonesia have their choice of pick here. What do you reckon they have gone into?
Surely they go into hidden, right?
Yeah.
Like, I know France can sort of do it, but like, they don't have a full-on hidden roster compared to like years prior. And we get another CWC map, Unravel by Lushka.
Yeah, cover of the Tokyo Ghoul opening, which we'll see the entrance of Dotcore Hollow staying in.
Yeah, then I'm guessing, I feel like Electro might stay in for this one. Yeah, there you go, because I know Electro can sort of do a bit of everything, so it's a handy player to have in. And yeah, AR9 hidden 1 pick, so let's see how everyone goes. Kaneki. Yeah, the cover being of the Ling Tosite Sigure song. And yeah, everyone's going in game chat as well.
Ooh, it is the emoji in their head right now, in our heads right now. I can envision it in our head. Yeah. Anyways, we are off soon. Here we go. Indonesia's roster stays untouched apart from the departure of Zeng's first Celestia and Dokko and Electro in. Stable start. CS 4.5 gonna make this one a little bit of a harder map, but surely at this point, these players making it to this stage of the tournament, they are fully set for this.
Yeah. Kroneko going to be the first to miss. I was about to say no one misses in the early going, and I've not actually seen this map, and yeah, fair point to say we probably will see if FU misses, as Epan and Hollow also miss.
And the rest of it a bit smooth sailing for now until we get to that course. So no Kroneko once again finds a miss at the slow section.
Look at France right now. They've still got 2 combos intact. Oh, never mind. Core gonna find a miss.
Oh, an Electro.
Oh, and the rest of France missing with Electro, going to be matched by Kroneko, but Epan and Celestia are going to put in some work from the looks of things.
This chorus section here doing some damage to France. Indonesia was down, but Celestia and Epan able to hold through a section where we definitely did expect some misses, and we did get some misses from the French side. And now a 70k lead keeps them pretty safe for the time being, going into this halfway point of this map.
Yeah, and I suppose the real question at this point is how long will Celestia hold that FC, and will they hold it for long enough to clutch up a point? There's 86k ahead right now, but especially on like hidden picks, Epan gonna find a miss there, matched by Core. Especially on like hidden picks and whatnot, you can find that even a decent lead can just fall, and so does Celestia's combo.
Yeah, but their lead is still within their reach. The Kroneko has that combo, and France unable to do anything to keep up. Unable to flip the lead like Indonesia did in this earlier half of the map, and look, Kroneko go. Early misses out the way, and now it's to pop off into this final third.
The lead is out, and there's just pure gaming right now. And yeah, that's the thing for France is, they've had a few moments of everyone being comboed down, and Indonesia has had at least one big combo to match that. Celestia will find a miss. Core trades though, and Electro.
It's nothing but momentum being picked up by the Indonesian side. One miss doesn't matter. Combo back up. France unable to hold on to anything. And it is really now showing to be very good of a pick from them.
Yeah. Secured a secure point on the board. And yeah, that's going to be a sigh of relief for Indonesia, I think. I sort of figured there'd be a pretty good chance that they'd take this point when I saw like one of the misses once France started to work that combo down. It took like 3 seconds for like the lead to just shoot back up. And then we are here at the end of Indonesia's first point. 900k out of Kroneko and more or less out of Celestia as well, and then the 850 out of Epan. Very good scores there.
Yeah, Core not being able to hold up quite well as a third player, and Indonesia have exposed France's weakness in this game. Just like how France showed their third player issue on the hard rock, they've got a bit of it on hidden as well, but no, straight back to hard rock. France needs this second point very soon, and they're going to go with their very safe option of the Illuminate map here.
Yeah, I mean, go with what you know. And yeah, this one a fairly safe pick. Yeah, it's just consistency. There are a couple of sort of tricky jumps in there. They're not insanely hard, but they are something that can sort of catch you off in a tourney setting. So they're not super hard, but you gotta make sure you're still paying attention to them.
Yes, indeed. And now back to the Hard Rock rosters for France, Electro, Holo, and Zelefa. Epan, Kroneko, the two who will most likely be staying in for a lot of this game, with their third being Renesia. Hopefully Renesia here can set a score comparable to the rest. Surprising to not see Kia in today, their third player for Hard Rock, in last week's Hard Rock 1 and Hard Rock 3. So questions raised there, but hopefully Renesia are able to keep up and keep the scores pretty level in this third point here for France as we hop into it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they just weren't feeling some of these Hard Rock picks this time around. Yeah, looks like everyone's avoiding going Hidden Hard Rock this time around. I think that's probably a fair call. Like I said, I don't know if I'd want to elect going with Hidden Hard Rock this late in the tournament. And early misses out of Kroneko and Zelefa and Holo too.
It is 1-2 now. Electra, Epan, and Renesia not even at 200 yet, so nothing too much yet, but as it stands, Indonesia will be growing their lead of 10k. For the time being, everyone back on track though.
Oh, Kroneko with another miss there. And yeah, that early advantage out of Indonesia might go over to France right now, as that gap is narrowing and everyone except Kroneko above 200 combo right now. So, oh, Kroneko going to find some more misses there on those first jumps as well.
Yeah, now look at that France squad. They are playing very, very well. Not disappointing at all, and showing why they've made this pick here. Renesia going to find one as well, which leaves everything in the favor of France to grow their score lead even more. Pen down, that is all of Indonesia down, and France are going to look to dominate this one.
Yeah, they are locked in right now, and it's looking a little bit one-sided already. Kroneko going to find another miss. Holo and Zelefa both miss, but Holo's still keeping that FC intact. And only Indonesia combo now is just Epan. And Kroneko's going to hit 200 now as well, but Holo's about to, and no, he's not, just Zelefa.
Oh, there's two out of Holo, and Kroneko look down though, because Electra is still playing out of his mind, I believe, still holding that FC, as many misses are found across the board. 84k will grow into 85, into 86, as France continue to dominate this one. A break here, everyone can see what's up, and France very confident, I would only imagine.
Oh. I'd imagine confident for everyone except for maybe Electro, still trying to hold that FC intact. Will Electro be the first FC on this map? Is the real question.
Yeah, seeing an FC in a pool like this, at this stage as well, would be very impressive, and with 1/3 left, he could do that. Kroneko another one, and by now, you can only imagine that France have everything they need to take this point here, with a quarter left.
Oh, Electro drops on the jumps! It's almost, look, if there's a place to miss, it's going to be on those jumps, so solid run, and yeah, that's still probably going to be the best score in the tourney so far for it. Maybe Electro going to find another drop there.
Still though, 4 minutes 17 seconds, and the play he's put in, that'll end up as a very good score, but with a few seconds left is nothing but France's pick here, end point. Coming into his final section here, nothing but misses out of Indonesia, no combo whatsoever on that side of the screen, all of it to France, and pretty much their point at this point.
Yeah, a bit of a fall off for Indonesia on this one, unfortunately, but I mean, we could imagine that's why France sort of picked it. They knew they could take the point. They knew they had the roster for this one, so you might as well do it, right?
There you go. Final spinner here, and wonderful scores out of France. Very well rounded. All three players playing quite well. As for the Indonesian side, quite consistent as well, but when you play against a side like France who just played like that, not much you can do. But now, in similar fashion, you can only imagine their next pick is going to be Hidden 3.
Yeah. There it is. Hidden 3 immediately. The whole team picks it. Even Electro picks it. And yeah, speaking of picking things for teams that might not necessarily be your team, we still have our banners available. So, you know the drill by now. Definitely check out our banners. They do look lovely on your profile. And you can buy as many as you want. As I believe our top is Sisef, still past the 120 mark. I'm not sure if he's collecting more or not. But I guess we'll find out.
Speaking of Sisef, link is right there, and pick has been made, and very predictable as well. Hidden 3. Same rosters in for France. Indonesia gonna be rocking that same vibe as well, with Zvenks back in for this one.
Yeah, I did not touch the hidden pool for Hidden 1 or 2, but I played this one a couple of times, and the tech on this one with Hidden just feels really odd. Like it still flows and whatnot, but like these patterns are going to be a bit tricky to hit. They're going to be a lot harder than last week's patterns, where last week was sort of just the increased diff on the round of 16 patterns. These ones just hit different.
Yeah, and even last week we saw Indonesia 2.76 compared to France's 2.62 basically. But that's last week. This week, who knows how much harder it gets and how lower the score gets. We'll see though. All that matters in the end is that the team comes out with the higher score, and we're in. Time to see this madness. In just a moment. Here we go.
There we go. The sync is in, and now we'll see how we go.
Slow things to start it off, as now we're moving. Nothing of significance yet. Everyone's still kind of in the flow of things.
I was gonna say, just give it a moment, but you can sort of see what I mean. The weird techie wiggles and some of these streams, and Hollow's gonna be the first chord out, and Dot Core drops, and Chroneco drops as well. 2 FCs to 0 right now. Whole of France is down.
Meltdown from France.
Oh, Epan drops, so it's just a double S from Z-Banks right now. And it's already a 155k score gap, so very smart pick out of Indonesia. France just falling apart on this one, unfortunately.
Yeah, France ain't able to do anything. You see these sliders here, Dokwe. This is at that point where it doesn't matter anymore. Look at that accuracy. And Zvenks, however, look at him still in that SF despite all these sliders and everything that's happened in this map halfway through, and 200k, it is nothing but absolute domination from the Indonesian side.
Yeah, and imagine if Z-Banks manages to double S this map, going ham on those slider patterns earlier. Oh no, Z-Banks drops! But 200k score difference, the work is already done.
Same story after same story. Lead
established about at that halfway point, and we just watched that one FC that falls. It is semi-finals pool though, it is very hard, but do a wonderful score from his
Banks entering the final few seconds, and you can just witness this France meltdown here. Not their map at all. You can only imagine what Hidden 2 would have been like in that case.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, and Hidden 2 being the low AR pick, I 100% wouldn't be keen to play it either. And yeah, 2 900k scores out of Indonesia, I believe, and then yeah, the 871. Like, how do you beat that if you're France? Like, that is just an insane play, and just huge combo out of Z-Banks right there, and the consistency out of the other two. We are.
Yeah, here you go. Now it is an interesting point here, tied up 2-2, and no more hidden or hard rock. Double time gambles, no mod gambles, even mixed mod gambles. We could see this go anyway now, and as you'd expect from a team like France, double time 1 is their very first option here.
Yeah, the 9.1 DT. The patterns aren't super hard, but like, I don't know, it's just easy to follow. Yeah, it's yeah, just one of those things, you know. Let's see. So we're gonna see Guella Weird come in. I'm sorry if I butchered that at all.
Guilar, I think, is
Guilar.
how Realness told me to say it.
Thank you, Realness. Alright, Guilar, that's... And then Xenophone and Electro staying in, so... The real question is, who is the third going to be for Indonesia? Epan and Kroneko, both good variable players. But if this match is anything like the match earlier today, this could be very one-sided. Although the match earlier today, Canada ended up dual FCing, so...
We keep moving, it's okay.
Yeah, we'll see.
Keep moving.
We'll see if France also locks in, and
so Respia looking like it's going to be the third for the Indonesians. How do I know that? Don't ask me.
just educated guess.
Oh, now we wait.
Yeah, just...
And Celestia is in.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I can't wait too long. As yeah, we only have so much time.
Hello, sunshines.
Sorry, this is the wrong cast, bro.
Yeah.
You're on the other one. Well,
So
Commander's in.
For a brief moment, and we are in on the 5th pick of the matchup. Even 2 apiece, and France needing to get some more picks on the board.
I'm not covering from that.
No, it's alright, man.
No.
And early misses out of Indonesia on everyone, I think, and just Zelfa trading. And yeah, we'll see how the players adjust to the rhythm within this first 400 combo. And ooh, hold on, Ipan having a moment there. Something's not right there. Something's not right.
Yeah, that is quite unfortunate. For a map that's 2 minutes 34, really not much to recover on, and when you've done that much to be at 82% by the first quarter.
And France still holding 2 FCs.
Yeah, pretty detrimental. And look at France go. I think just the way France was playing makes you ask questions. Would have Indonesia been able to match it if Epan was playing, but with half of the map almost left, France tearing through Gular. First map in, playing quite well.
Yeah, finally going to drop that FC, but at this point, you know, it's a huge deficit. They can just sort of relax a little bit in this second half. But I'd imagine they're still feeling pretty tense. I'd imagine they're just focusing on taking it home.
Yeah, look at this. All combos above 200 for France. Absolute stability. And their score is even growing still. Miss from Celestia and Epan. Still in that position of trying to recover that score that was lost on Kroneka, the only combo there. Losing it now, it is nothing but up for France. And once again, another very confident lead. Very, very confident to say at least.
Oh, 100%. I mean, large combo out of Electro right here as well. Zelifa, 2, both above 600. And only real combo on the side of Indonesia right now is Celestia, but it's a 400k gap is just way too much to make up, unfortunately. Yeah, I was gonna say, sometimes when you have those sort of large-scale hardware issues as well, it's very hard to just not, you know, to not just tilt straight away as well. And yeah, we can imagine that's probably not the way Indonesia wanted that one to go. But if we sort of followed the trend of Epan sort of setting somewhat similar score, maybe a bit higher than teammates, France still would have taken that by a good margin, as all their players well over 900k.
It is very confident for France. Makes you wonder why they didn't go with that as their first pick, actually. But fortunately for Epan and the Indonesian side, not their pick, not much that they've lost out on, and now they can go with their own pick, hopefully not going to be encountering any hardware issues here. Brings up the question whether or not they go with no mod or mix mod. In terms of no mod, really, well, really for both their coin flips, mix mod especially, where you know for sure both teams can set a very good roster of 3 players who can play 3 mods, and no mod as well. Just at this point, there are still some that they could pull an advantage on.
Yeah, you do have that roster variability, and I think, yeah, I was gonna say, even like if I was Indonesia, I might even consider going that convert. I mean, when in Rome, you know, a little gamble might pay off. But you know, converts being a bit less of a focal point now in CWC means that, yeah, there's that one odd point that teams might not be that heavily invested in compared to the rest of the pool, where we might see Indonesia to just go for that convert to put that 3rd point on the board, and it's going to be mixed mod 1, so we didn't see this in the last match either, so we'll see this one for the first time. It's got some interesting mapping. There's a fair bit of wiggles, a couple of long slider jumps as well, and a very user hostile spinner section.
User hostile is an adjective. Definitely an adjective of all time. Anyways, the map here, in that one slot, yeah, Epan, Kroneka, gonna be those 2, Gular, Zelifa, and Electro. Whether or not that is them just staying there after the map, or whether or not that is the roster, I don't know. We don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it could be the roster. I'd imagine we'll probably see Electro on the hidden, and then I imagine we'll see Hollow come in to play the hard rock. And then Zelifa will probably be the no mod. And then you'll probably see, I'd imagine, I don't know, I think they might go Kroneka on the no mod, then Epan on the hard rock, and maybe, or Epan on the hidden even, and then I'd imagine either Zebanks or Celestia will come in for this one.
Yeah, indeed, and it is the case here. France, their reliable 3, Kroneka and Epan. As mentioned earlier, I don't think they're leaving the lobby at any time of this match. And Correct, indeed. Celestia going to be the one.
Yeah, and I suppose the only other question is, will we have full slot synchronization? If we're looking at this, I'm going to make a guess that Kroneko is going to be the Hard Rock and Ipan, the no mod, where Kroneko is quite good at your Hard Rock as well, so they could sort of go either way.
I think that might be a risky one for Indonesia. They do have Kroneko who can cover that Hard Rock, but really no one that can sort of play that confidently. Chia is that one player, but they're missing Chia. Last week's Mix 1-2 had a Hard Rock FC.
Yeah, sort of wonder what's going on there because from when I was looking, Chia was on server. I don't know if they're still online at the moment or not, but they were brought over to Tawny server before we got started.
Quite interesting.
And,
No, it'll be Epan playing Hard Rock.
and yeah, Zelifa going for Hard
Yeah,
Rock
Electron.
and Hollow No Mod. And yeah, Electron hidden. We saw that one coming. And we will see if any players get caught out by those spinners I mentioned.
Yeah, and already a bit of a deficit from France. No, that's not a bit anymore. A triple miss there will only mean one thing for Indonesia. Their score is going to grow at a rapid rate.
Oh, but
If
even
they can hold
can't
on.
really, yeah, even they can't really capitalize that much. Epan going to find another miss there, and I think things are going to stay a little bit even. It's just going to be that one player that sort of builds a big combo from there, and you know, if you will see something, or if someone just excessively misses. There's going to be another miss there.
Quite a brutal map. You did not lie. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, everyone hitting the tap dashes there. It's a little bit punishing, yeah. I mean, I've only played this with Hard Rock, so...
Yeah, but looking into it, France actually picking up quite a bit of momentum. That was 3 big scores. Dropping to Alefa will make it 2 big combos. So compared to what Indonesia have, not much at all. It's 2 misses, but no buts. Indonesia are going to pull it back very quickly. No, they're not.
Team miss though.
And now we see a lot of misses here and there. It is showing the brutality of this map. You can have combo, but once you find the miss, just miss after miss. Zalefa not able to hold up too well. Epan and Celestia are going to outdo that though. And it is back in the favor of France to see their score drop a little bit as Electro finds a miss there.
Yeah, and I'd say what Indonesia needs right now more than anything is just a really strong combo. Someone on their team has to get like 600-700 combo from here. If there's that much map left even. But they need to hold combo, they can't keep dropping like this, otherwise France is going to run away with it as that scoreline's about to hit 100k. And Zvex and Epan missed again.
Yeah, they've got Kroneko of that combo that you mentioned, but really, when that's compared to Hollow, and Hollow is backed by a lot more than what Kroneko is backed by, really not much that can be done. There are misses across the board, especially in Indonesia. Kroneko finally dropping, and it is just about done for them with 1 minute left and a break here. Everyone is now where.
Fortunately, losing that stack there to end Kroneko's combo, but yeah, I think you're right. And I don't think anyone missed anything in the slider. So, but a couple misses from Indonesia out of the slider. And yeah, this is just going to be a very dominant break point for France. Just able to combo just a little bit better all around here, and yeah, Kroneko gonna miss on a couple of those jumps, but like it doesn't really matter, you know, at this point. Is the map's pretty much over.
And look at that. France outdoing Indonesia in every mod here. Hard rock up score, hidden up score, and no mod as well. Especially with a score like that from Hollow, who
Hollow's
will
wiggling
wiggle
his
and
back.
not
As a fan.
hold it, but he will wiggle. He's got the balls to do it, and there it is, the turning point of the game, 4-2, and France now very much aware they have both the double time and mixed mod advantage. This match is gonna go one way from now on unless Indonesia can turn it around right now.
Yeah, it's just a one break point so far, but we really need to see if Indonesia can pull something out on, more than just a hidden. Yeah, but all around just, strong plays out of France there. So, real question is, will France go back to the DT, which was a very one-sided contest, or will they try the mix mod again?
I think France will very much go for that double time again. There was 3 very confident double time scores there, and there's some fresh hands as well. Galore
DT2
able to come back in. There you go. The Dave map here. Dave.
Dave. And I believe this will be the first time we're seeing it played as well. Let's see. Yeah, so Epan, Zvanks, and Kroneko gonna be the Indonesian side, and Hollow, Electro, and Zelifa this time around, so no Gular, but I mean,
it's an interesting style of double time. I think when you hear a song like this, and especially with Faye featuring, you know it's gonna be one of those double times.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, right, is like approach rates don't always translate either, so that could be the thing. Gular could just be there for the higher AR picks like the 8.9 and the 9.1, but then you get Zelifa in for the 8.4 and the 8. And there's a lot of fast patterns, but they're quite slow to read at the same time.
Yes, indeed. And MP settings is in. You know what that means. 5 seconds until the game starts. Indonesia at a crucial point in this game. If they cannot win this point, France are very much in a more than guaranteed position to take it away from there. It is their pick, and they know that as well. Here we go. 2 minutes 41 seconds of double time action here. We've seen how the first one went. How will the second one go? Come on. Come on. Come on. Work a little bit harder, better.
It's alright, we're almost there. Alright, here we go. And already a couple of misses out of Indonesia, and well, never mind, everyone's missed. And the question now, I suppose, is who will have the bigger combos going into the slow section, which is pretty much free combo.
That question will be answered very shortly. A double miss out of Indonesia, a few out of France as well, but what they have already done only means that Indonesia need much more, and misses all over the board. 1, 2, 3, 4 across both teams. 5 now. This is so many, and showing the danger of this map. France, though, in a very good position here. They're very lucky to have come out with a lot more combo despite the many misses found throughout the map by this point.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like, fair few misses on both sides, but France just overall a fair bit more consistent and just missing slightly less and getting 1 or 2 combos in with those misses as well. And you see the score gap is at 200k already. And yeah, there's not a lot you can do at this point. It's just sort of more of the same after these slow patterns, and Kroneko going to miss a couple of notes. They're just walking off the pattern way too early.
Yeah, and we are back into out of that slow section, and here you go. Everyone holding on this time. France especially, they've got 200 is going to be building up rapidly. Electro the first to miss though, matched by Zvenks though. Not much that is backing Indonesia right now, with only a few seconds left of play.
Yeah, it's just a combo out of EPAN, but it's too late at this point. We're well into last quarter, and even if Indo held for the rest, 220k and now up to 250k score gap is just too much of a deficit to make up, unfortunately. And France will take home another dominant double time point. This one a fair bit harder than DT1, I'd say. So yeah, 860k out of Electro is a pretty good score.
Yeah, they definitely knew what they were doing with this pick here. Very, very good scores compared to that Indonesian side, which really hasn't done enough to match it at all. And now France is definitely confident in this win here. Indonesia, a very important pick here. No mod 1 straight away. The probably safest option by this point. No double time, no mix mod, and those 4 no mods. Even that convert is a bit risky. Means only one thing. Camellia, no mod 1 by Bonray.
I mean, yeah. If you're running out of picks fast, you might as well go for the consistency pick. And yeah, I believe that's happened in both matches simultaneously right now, as there was also a no mod 1 pick in the Japan-Poland match too.
Yeah, quite early that one though. This time though, Indonesia hoping to build on this. If they even win this pick, France knows what's up and they've got the roster to do it. Holo, Zillifer, and Electro. They're 3 reliable players in this game, having played the most maps, those 3. Chia finally in, complemented by Celestia and Epan. Kroneka coming out for the first time this game. Hopefully Chia in to make some difference here, but with the command in, all that does the talking now is the gameplay from these 6 players.
See, here's the thing though, like, if you're going to no mod 1 as a pick because you're not too sure about playing other stuff, like, Indonesia's going to want to be confident that they can get at least 1 FC on board here. Because, I mean, with France, you've got a couple of really strong players who, you know, are going to be very solid on this sort of no mod stuff. Yeah, Electro and Zelfa, and then Holo as well. Although I see Holo a lot more in terms of like speed stuff. Like, this is a very consistent roster in France, so you're gonna want to make sure you've got that consistency. And just early miss out of Celestia, so it's just a 1 miss difference so far.
Yeah, 1 minutes as well. Emphasizing that point of consistency with frauds. 2/3 of frauds showing it stopped this point. A miss from Holo. But that'll match the rest of it, and that lead will stay in their favor for a little bit of time, hopefully.
Ooh, Chia gonna find the miss, and it's just Epan's full combo to Zelifa and Electro right now. And that is not good.
Ooh, Zelifa as well.
Matched by Celestia though, so that's not going to be too detrimental. It's gonna set even actually, but Chia's miss is going to make that France advantage come back a little bit more. Epan and Electro fighting for FCs right now.
Yeah, look at that. Those 2 players showing up very well. But now Epan falls. The only one left standing is Electro. With the backup that he's got from France now, it is nothing but the score all the way to the red side.
Yeah, just not moving quite far enough for some of these slider jumps, and I'd imagine that's probably just nervous missing right there when you're not moving for those slider jumps. Yeah, whole of Indonesia sort of being caught out by this section as well, whereas France really got consistent combos right about now, so this might just be pretty breezy for them as we're up to 170k score difference and more misses out of Indonesia.
Yeah, and it is combos as well for France. Just after those misses, they've picked up very well, and everyone in the lobby can see that France can see all that. They 1000% confident right now. Indonesia sees that as well, and with the 200 and those 230s they've got, they're probably going to be losing confidence at this point. 5-2, very bad spot to be in, especially at a point like this in the map with combos like that.
Yeah, and if I'm either team, like, if I'm either Indonesia or Electro, like, I don't want to see the leaderboard right now. And I suppose that's the real question is, will Electro bring home that FC? You're gonna find another miss there, but at this point, it's just a safe France match point right now. And yeah, we are going to go into final chorus. Zeller for finding a miss, but look, it's 270k at this point. France has just done so much for the consistency on this pick.
Yeah, 270k on a no mod one that is 4 minutes long of this much. At this point, pretty much a lost cause for Indonesia. They made their best pick, but unfortunately, against a team like France at 6th seed, that proven team in the semifinals, not much can be done at all. And with the final few seconds, France are probably already thinking about that final pick they can make.
Yeah, 100%. So close to the end, and Electro is going to bring home the full combo. Unless curses are actually real, and they are
There
not.
it is.
There we go, the double S. And yeah, just a complete denial on that one. Taking that 6th point there, and they have the pick.
Yeah, look at the scores as well. It's just a 2 miss from Zalefa, 5 miss from Polo. It's all very close to that 1 mil. 3 very outstanding scores, and probably going to be the best team score in this map all week. First FC as well from Electra in this match. Very, very impressive. And with 2 minutes on the clock, France have to make their final decision. They've got a lot of decisions to make though. Whether or not they dip their toes back into double time, where they know they're confident, or there is no or. Double time 4 will be the pick they make.
Oh, the love bug. France is feeling the bug. Now, this is a good map. We don't talk about the spacings as much, but yeah, a couple of interesting spacings in there. So players are going to want to make sure they're not running over the top of a lot of these patterns. Otherwise, you can build up a lot of misses very quick. Been bitten by the bug.
Yeah, here we go. Players coming in now. Zelefa, Electro, and Hollow. Staying in that reliable 3, and they've really shown to be reliable. Very good team scores, very good scores individually as well. As for Indonesia, for Neko, the second anchor to that team back in, may or may not be for the last time, as Zanks enters as well, captain of Team Indonesia. Hoping to switch things around here, but with the run that France has gone on 4 straight points in a row, I can only imagine one thing: they are looking to close this one out right here, right now.
Yeah, very interesting to see 2 hidden double time plays come out of here in Z-Banks and Epan. I don't think I'd be picking hidden for this one. That's probably going to be my theme for the week, is I don't think I'd put Hidden on this. If I had to pick a map to put Hidden double time on, I'd probably say maybe DT3, but... And early misses out of the 2 Hidden double times. Everyone else holding on though, but... Oh, Kroneko gonna drop, and it's just the 3 FC from France still.
Here you go, and already 2 minutes 40 seconds, but that lead already pretty much, very much so in France's favor, but it'll grow towards the Indonesian side if they can hold combo. No, they cannot. Kroneko finds a miss, and back to the French side.
Yeah, it's gonna be second, third player gap right now as Epan and Electro both fighting on combos. Electro gonna find the miss, and Epan, Z-Banks trade. And it's Hollow and Zalefa right now, the combos in the lobby, and yeah, very calculated pick once again out of France, but I think they could be confident on winning the double times.
Pretty much everything up until this point has been nothing but confidence from France. As, look at this, the lead very quickly to 200k, and 200k in a match like this is huge. Pretty much unrecoverable at some points, especially when Indonesia unable to have any combo at all. We'll look at them missing after 30, missing after 40. Not much going for them at all.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the easiest thing when your opponent picks, this double time map on you. So, like, it's a very unique map in terms of like your spacings, your timings, and whatnot. And a few of those patterns, like that stream pattern there, was a bit odd. Caught Zelefa out, and maybe Epan as well from the looks of things, and not a lot of combos, but like that large lead built at the start is just going to put France in a spot of comfort to comfortably take home this matchup.
Yeah, here you go, final quarter, but already it's pretty much the yield doesn't matter how much combo and how much more they can build up that lead before they earn their ticket to tomorrow's game.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a fairly safe pick. A couple scores above 800k, so yeah, getting above 800 to 850k is pretty good on this map. It is one of those quirky maps. So just the 7 miss out of Electro and the 10 and the 14 out of Hollow. That's a very solid play for France on that one. Unfortunately, Indonesia will be knocked out at this stage of the tourney. Did pretty well though. Seeded 13th, but getting top 12, so that's always good. Performing at least above seeding. So they can be proud of that one, making it semifinals, and winner on screen here, France.
Yeah, some very, very impressive performances actually. That 6-2 win against Belgium, making the upset reel there to earn their spot forward. 6-4 against Canada as well. Canada winning that one, but 4 points against the 4th seed. Very good performance from Indonesia across the tournament, but France gonna be the ones to make it through. They have proven themselves several times over, and now earning a spot to tomorrow's game, which will be either against Poland or Japan. That's going on right now, so let's make this outro quick and raid them as soon as possible.
Quick. So, thank you all for watching, and we will see you very soon. Don't forget to buy banners. Anything else to say on your end, Ewong?
You sunshines can go listen to Sarton now.
Yes, we will see you sunshines later.
Yeah, you're all the sunshines.